F123 has now been out for a week, and here are my first thoughts. Firstly, handling. Many people said coming into F123 that handling would be vastly improved compared to F122, and this is not the case. Yes, there have been improvements since F122 to F123. Traction is a lot better, but well, it's got a little bit too OP. If you mash the throttle, you will get an OP launch, the best launch since sliced bread, every single race as well. Also, as you just saw on screen there from my career mode race in Australia, losing the rear end is a particular problem. Now, I think this is a setup issue which will hopefully be fixed through the custom setups, because I think that using the default setups, that rear end always tends to stick out. Personally, that's what I found based on what I've experienced in the game so far from the opening 3 rounds of my career mode and other races that I've played. Now, obviously, setups are evolving. Whether or not there'll be a reset at some point where we're going to have a new handling model like we did on F122. We'll have to wait and see about that. Hopefully they decide to stick with the handling model. They've got to make minor tweaks to avoid people losing the rear end loss, potentially to the default setups, for example. That's the problem where casual players come involved, because casual players only probably look at the default setup. They don't bother looking for going to time trial, downloading a time trial setup, and then making sure that they then fine-tune that setup to their driving style. It's not the case as well. Now, apart from that, well, Breaking Point 2, we'll start with that. Obviously, it's a welcome return for Breaking Point, considering the fact there's very little else new to this game other than F1 World. Obviously, how do I feel about the story? It's, well, spoiler alert, it's what I'm going to say is that the story does feel like there's no connection between what happened in Breaking Point 1 and what happened in Breaking Point 2. They just literally put a little bit of a bit of a replay to show what happened in Breaking Point 1, to remind everybody what happened in Breaking Point 1 at the start, and that's it. I've played the first 2 chapters, by the way, which will be coming out on the channel soon in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, I don't think they made the strides forwards that they wanted. The main issue still is that there is a one-size-fits-all story. There are not multiple endings based on what happened. And again, spoiler, you don't get to choose for the 3 drivers into 2 part. That's what we all thought would happen, is that you'd pick 3, of the 3 drivers, you'd pick 2, and the other would get ejected out of corner spot. That hasn't happened, and as a result, you've got the same story there. That's tried not to hope, and I apologise if I've ruined what's happened there as well. But the problem is there's so many cool features in Breaking Point, and guess what where they are not? Oh yes, that's right, career mode. Oh my goodness, it's the same career mode. They said they made balance changes. So far, I have not seen any balance changes whatsoever. The only thing that I have found different between F122 career mode and F123 career mode is, apart from the general racing like red flags, which are coming soon to be fixed and in a patch, because that's broken at the moment. Apart from that, and the new percentage race distances, they've not done much. They have not done anything. Emma, has got a new face as well, which isn't the original face. It's not the face that the voice actor had for that role. Natalie Pinkham has replaced Will Buxton doing the intro at the start of the career. That's pretty much it, which is very poor from a game that's charging £89 or whatever it is, extortionate amount of money for a career mode that is lackluster and hasn't been changed since F1 2020. It has actually got worse since F1 2020, because in F1 2020 you had proper cutscenes for career mode and you had interviews. So in anything, they've taken the features away. It's just got worse. Career mode is not good on F1 23, and I'm going to move on to the menus. Dear Mother of God, why have they not got the continue career mode thing at the top of the menu like they've done, which has been a good feature on pretty much the previous F1 games? When I continue my driver career mode, I don't want to be having to go through at least 4 sub menus to be able to continue it. On F1 22, I just had to press one button to load the menu as well. Now, I don't mind the F1 World menu. I think that's actually been done a lot better. I think they put the career mode menu together in about 2 minutes. It feels like that, and it's horrible. It's not good. It's not good, the fact that every time I want to play career mode, I have to go through at least 4 sub menus to find my career mode save. It's not on Codemasters. Well, speaking of F1 World, new feature of this game, and I kind of feel they've gone the wrong way with it, because we saw the introduction of the elimination race, which was fantastic. It was popular. It was a party game that got casual players involved. It brought new casual players to the game that had seen this as well. I'm hoping that I haven't found the elimination mode, by the way, in F1 23. I don't actually know if it's there or not. It's not easy to. If it is, then it's not easy to locate in those menus. I think they should have gone with F1 World. They should have gone party-based games and introduced more like tag, capture the flag, etc., etc. There are a whole load of imagination that they could have used for it. They went the wrong way. They tried to improve ranked, and so far ranked has not seen any uptake in players. So really, F1 World is, in my view, a waste of time for them development. They probably spent a lot of money developing F1 World, and I believe it's not going to pay off. They've gone the wrong way with it. So yes, those are my first thoughts on F1 23. Let me know what you think about F1 23 in the comments below. I appreciate that those of you who didn't buy the Champions Editions, you've only just been playing it over the weekend, but obviously if everyone else has been playing it a little bit longer, for a week now. So to be able to inform that first impression. If you are new around here then, please do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 videos. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy your day, and goodbye.